Hello, good evening, everyone. Let me share it over. Okay, guys, good evening, everybody in the house. Good evening, team. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, welcome to the day 3 of week 2. Okay, so guys, as part of let's quickly get on with the game. There are a lot of things we need to finish today. Okay, so first of all, as part of the week 1, we discussed something about the career techniques, and a lot of breakdowns happened about the mindset part, some techniques related part, and slowly and steadily we are moving forward. Okay, the great full intention of this entire program is to upgrade our mindset, our actions, our behaviors, our belief system, and apply that in our life by taking regular actions. Okay, so now as part of the week 2, we picked up a very major concept. How do we establish our dreams and know the system by which it will become a reality, and step by step, day by day, we are peeling it like an onion. Okay, layer by layer, we are understanding it more deeply. So as part of this week, day 1, we got started with our goals related journey. Okay, so it's a 5-step system which we need to follow and apply it into our life for getting a massive change. So guys, I can just tell about these techniques. Okay, just give you the 5 pointers, and already we have told about it. But the point is, just knowing the ideas will not make any difference into your lives. So just by listening it, knowing it, your life will still remain the same. You might get inspired for one day or two, and then you will roll back to the same older version of life, which is not getting you anywhere. Okay, so if we want to go to the next level, we need to live it, and that's what we are trying to do with this program. Okay, together performing all those actions. So we are going to get more deeper about all of these 5 steps, and we already have started doing those activities. Okay, so it will be understanding it, plus at the same time even practically doing it. So step by step we are trying to get in. Okay, so not trying to eat everything on the same day, because that will impact your stomach. So we are taking it step by step gradually. So now, a quick recollect. Okay, day 1, we said the first important thing is you need to have goal clarity, what you want. And then we spend one day where we even wrote down these goals related activity. So one liner, clear cut goal statement, 3 reasons why this goal is important, 3 reasons what will happen if you don't accomplish it, how much painful your life be if you don't accomplish it, and then 3 reasons what will happen if you really accomplish it. So a simple system which will keep you on track, why you want this in your life, and it will keep pushing you forward to get it. Okay, that's the goal setting part. Now yesterday we touched a lot about all the remaining things. Okay, idea generation part, then converting it into a planning part, weekly, daily, morning plannings, and then review related, and then actions. We said consistency. So we will be speaking more about this consistency part in the tomorrow coming session also. Okay, so step by step, let's understand. Fine. Now, as part of today's session, okay, we already said yesterday, install login from your desktops, because we are going to do some practicals while we go through this session. So I would already request you, okay, launch the OneNote app, everybody. Chalo, let's do it together. Let's make proper utilization of this 1 hour. So we will be doing a lot of things today. Okay, so I want you to be fast. I want you to be precise. Okay, chalo, open your OneNote, everyone. I'll share my screen, show you some pointers as well. So first of all, just go ahead, opening your OneNote. Okay. Fine. I'm sharing my screen. Accordingly, you guys get started with your initial setup as well. Okay. So let's get going, guys. Sharing the screen. There you go. Once you see the OneNote, it will look something like this. So I've been using it since long time. So I've created multiple for me. Basically, there are two things you need to care about. One is the this section, which is nothing but called as where you add multiple sections. So this portion you will see on the top where you can add a new section. So if you click on this plus, okay. So if you just do a mouse over, it is saying, so this term is called as a section, and every section can have multiple pages. This is how the grouping is. So first of all, I would like you to create a new section. Okay, just click on. So let me start freshly with you guys. So when you click on this plus, you get a new section. Just say maybe, okay, CT, I'm just putting it for reference, but name that as daily tracking. Okay. So put your section name as daily tracking. Do it along. And then second, okay, in this, you create one page and just say here with the title, weekly planning. Okay. So guys, quickly do this. Create a section called as daily tracking, and in that create one page called as weekly planning. Okay. Now, once you're done with this, chalo, let's be along step by step. Okay. Now, guys, we already said we know our goals, what it is, and we are today going to do the first part of the section, which is weekly planning. Okay. Now, how exactly you plan? So it is what it is. Okay. So every week you have to do this activity once, and today we are doing it together for the first time. Okay. So simple. You need to write your goal statement first of all. Okay. So whatever is your one-liner goal, which you have written like a couple of days ago, write down your one-liner goal. And if you remember the template, we said, I have mentioned your goal by so and so ETA, let's say 1st March 2023. Okay. So first of all, go ahead, guys, write down that. And if you're not thinking about your goal long enough and repeatedly every single day, it's not going to become reality because you're not even thinking about it. So if you don't think about your goal, how will you take actions which will take you towards your goal? It is as simple as that. Okay. And this is one of the reasons why many people fail in their goal achievement process. So they have dreams, desires, but they are not actively moving towards that. It is just like maybe in books or paper, and that's not going to help much. Okay. So fine. So write down your one-liner goal statement, everybody. Okay. And the other one, as soon as you're done, now guys, this is the step-by-step activity which we need to perform, okay, every week. We need to write down, okay, around 15 to 20 ideas. Okay, this is nothing but the how part, the second part which we said. So you just constantly look at your goal and then think, let your brain think, give some time, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometime even it might grow more. You need to take some time out to really think key ideas, okay, what all you can do in your life right now, given your circumstances, in order to go closer to that goal. Okay. And now one by one, start writing all the ideas. Okay. So guys, hopefully you guys are clear. So just look at this one-liner goal statement and then ask yourself a question, what can I do? So how you will be achieving it, and write down around 15 to 20 ideas one by one. okay, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, in order to go closer to your goal on the defined deadline. Okay, and whatever comes to your mind, write it down. So there is no right or wrong. If you want to do more analysis of that idea, that's a later story. But if something strikes your mind, put it on the paper. Okay, chalo, everybody get started with this. Okay, everybody get started with this. Already as part of our LinkedIn page, we have even written those ideas. Okay, so I'll just be sharing that link again in our chat. Okay, you can take reference of these ideas, plus you think about your own ideas, and together prepare a list of 15 to 20 ideas which you feel will take you closer to your goal. Okay, chalo, let's get going. For the next 5-10 minutes, brainstorm and do this activity. Okay, so I will also be doing it towards whatever I have my goal. So let's do it together, everyone. In the chat, I have already pasted you the link, so you can go through that one. Without actions, life does not change much. Okay, team, so make sure that you're constantly taking actions. Think through. Let's go. And guys, even though you might have done it, do it again, because the more you do, the more sharper your brain will become. So every week you have to do it at least once, this exercise. You will realize maybe 10 12 might happen quickly, and after that you really have to think out of the box, and that's where your brain muscles gets creative. Okay, so you will be like, okay, itna to ho gaya, now what, now what, now what? And wait for the good things, wait for your brain to come up with something like interesting, okay, which you're not even aware of or you did not even think of. That's where your idea muscles will start brushing up. Okay. Okay, guys, can you just write it in chat? Ke how many ideas have you been able to put together so far? Just mention it in chat. Let's look at the number currently. Mm-hmm. 15, 7. Guys, put your numbers, everyone. Okay. Take a midway. Let's continue. Let's take for few more minutes, guys. Try to expand. Think out of the box. Okay. Let your brain work. Let your brain work. Don't rush into things. Okay, so some people are getting lesser ideas. Okay, so that means we have not thought about it so many times, so it's not really clicking right now. So put some efforts. Brain needs also exercise, and thinking is the exercise. Idea generation is the exercise for our brain. Okay, so put some efforts. Carry on, continue doing it. Okay, let's do it for 5 more minutes, everyone, and then we'll continue, move to the next step. Okay, continue. Take more time, think about it. Look for your opportunities around you, what people you know, whatever knowledge you have. Like consider everything. Okay, maybe you might have to train yourself for something, upgrade your skill for something. So put all that strikes your mind for this. Okay. Guys, brainstorm, brainstorm. Okay, so if you're not getting much ideas, so that means we have not thought about our goal and approach and strategies much. That's why we are not getting it. Okay, so yeah, let the brain think through. And fine, right now it is 9:25. Okay, guys, give your final numbers and just update your final numbers once. Okay, and then we will move to the next step. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, so that's what you have to do it every week. Sometimes it might even get like 30 minutes or 1 hour. So you have to do that much, guys. You have to invest time on preparing, idea generation, thought process collection. It's very important, man. Okay, chalo, everybody. Okay, put your final numbers, everyone. Put your final numbers, like how much currently you have accomplished. Put your final numbers on YouTube, and then we'll move on with the next step. Okay, so Shenu is 12, 17, Harshali 17. Okay, nice. So the numbers are going up. Okay, Mamta have reached to 10. Okay, Divesh has crossed 21. That's awesome. Animesh is on 10. Okay, Vaibhav is on 11. Okay, so we are making progress. So observe, if you give time, the brain will come up with something. Okay, and if you make it a habit, the brain will even get more smarter. Okay, and that's good. Fine. Okay, chalo guys, good stuff, good stuff. Now let's quickly take the attendance, everybody. Okay, so let's quickly go on with the attendance. We'll have a separation between the two parts of the section. One is weekly planning. We still have to do something more on top of this, but first let's quickly get through the attendance part. Once you're closed with it, after that we'll continue with the remaining of it. Okay, so let's put थोड़ा सा brain exercise हो गई है. So just give a minute. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me share today's attendance code. Okay, Shekhar is 10, Suraj is 16. Pretty good, guys. Make it a habit. Automatically, more smarter ideas will start coming. The more you think about your goals, it will become natural. Okay, so code for attendance code. Okay, attendance code for today is 6767, and this is the registration link. So everybody just go ahead filling that up. Meanwhile, I will show you guys about yesterday's one. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Okay, sharing the screen. Yeah, so this was still yesterday. Okay, so we have 7 of them who are like full on completed 7 on 7 sessions. Okay, so Akhila, Vaibhav, Shruti, Harshali, Mamta, Dibesh, and Durgesh. Okay, so pretty great work, highly appreciated. Okay, but with the next one less session, we have Shekhar, and then there are multiple people with 5s. Okay, so there are multiple of them with 5s. So Suraj, Vinay, Farhan, Sanketir, Nigar, Pooja, Renu, Azhar, Santosh. Okay, and yes, we have people with 4 as well. Guys, consistency is the key. Let's keep it simple. If you're not consistent, you will not reach to the end of the success. Okay, it needs hard work, discipline, commitment, persistence. Those who stop in between, they will life is tough, guys. Okay, things will not work, and if you stop your putting efforts due to whatever reasons, success is still going to be far away. That's the reason 80% of the world is going to be mediocre, because they don't go till the end. That's what it is. Okay, and if you want to succeed and belong in the extraordinary, you need to apply a certain level of strictness and discipline in your life. Okay, then only the next level stuff happens. People, please understand it. Okay, success lies on the other side of hardcore discipline, commitment, persistence. Okay, there was this movie, okay, McDonald's related, the Founder movie. Eventually he simply said one word which summarizes his growth, and that is persistence. Sticking to the plan. I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. Not giving up, not giving up, keeping on pushing. No matter people are rejecting, they are stopping, still this guy is going. And that's how he was able to create a McDonald's franchise across the world. And it's possible. It's possible for everybody. Everybody faces the same struggle of, should I stop or should I continue? Those who continue, those people succeed. Everybody is just the same, guys. Same problems, but some people choose. Like this group, there are some people who are choosing not to stop, and that's what is the quality required for success. Okay, so keep it up, guys. Pretty great work done. Mark your attendance quickly, team, and then we'll pick on the next action. We'll continue with a goal related point. Okay, we are not done yet. Weekly planning is still continuing. Okay, so far we have around okay, around 14 people have marked it. Chalo, let's continue moving on to the next section. Okay, fine, guys. Rest pending, guys. Just quickly mark your attendance, and remaining members, let's continue. Okay, so guys, what you are supposed to do as part of this weekly planning? First is writing your goal. Step number 2, writing 20 ideas. Now you have your goal, you have ideas. Now you need to understand we have limited time. So next week is only 7 days. And in 7 days, you have your life priorities and many other priorities. Plus, these things have to be done. You might be already working somewhere, you have something else, but now these are additional things which you need to arrange time and execute next week. Okay, so guys, देखो, you have to get a bit practical. out of all these ideas, now this is interesting. Okay, there is some rule called as Pareto rule, Pareto principle. Okay, Pareto, Pareto. So this was a guy in the previous times who has done some nice analysis. There are conclusions, and the world is believing in those conclusions because they are seeing it multiple times in multiple industries. Okay, so this guy has given a very nice conclusion. What he says is, okay, let's say that total 100% work has to be done. Okay, now this guy Pareto did a lot of analysis, and the world now completely believes in his principle, which says for accomplishing this 100% work, only the core 20% work, if you do, the remaining will become very easy. Okay, now just imagine you have your goal, whatever you have set up right now, you want to accomplish that. Right now you have written 20 ideas, but all of the ideas is not going to be that weightage wise good enough to take you towards your goal. Okay, out of all these 20 ideas which you have figured out, there will be around 3 to 4 ideas which will be very strong, and if you put your entire efforts on these ideas, your rate of growth towards your goal will become faster. That's what is Pareto principle. Okay, so out of all of these ideas which you thought, okay, you need to identify those top 2 3 ideas. You put your entire efforts there, and you will be able to move faster. Okay, and guys, now you have to think about, out of these 20 ideas, which are these core ideas, the main progress moving ideas that you have, and guys, quickly underline them or highlight them in your OneNote. Whichever ideas you feel will give you massive impact, just highlight those ideas first of all. So that's the second step, identifying the core ideas. Okay, so just go to your ideas and just mark it in bold or something like that. So read your all the ideas written again and see which are the main ideas which will give you faster progress. There will be some ideas ke more time, less output. There will be some ideas less time, more output. So you need to work on those core ideas, okay? Major impact ones. Let's see. So first of all, identify those core ideas. Okay, if it is getting even more than 3 or 4, just write it. Okay, till 5. Try to identify the top 5 ideas. Don't cross 5. Okay, then that becomes a problem. You are considering everybody to be of the same priority. That's not how things work. Okay, there cannot be so many important items. So you need to really rethink on what you have done. If you feel like you want to group few ideas together, you can even do that. If you feel they are dependent, if first I do this, then I do that, you can just line them up together. So that's also possible. So that's what you go through it again, group them together, identify the main ones. So you can, it's again, one more iteration will give you more clarity about how to get closer with implementation of these ideas. Okay, and once you have identified the main ones, okay, so once you have identified these main ideas, okay, now you need to ask yourself a question. Okay, next week you have 7 days. Out of all these main ideas, which ideas you actually want to work based upon your availability in the next coming week, and just move these to whatever ideas, if it is like 3 or 4, move them out of this 20 list and create a separate section. Okay, just cut these ideas out and paste it at a different place, whichever you feel you can implement in the next coming week. Okay, so guys, chalo, do it. Look at again, yahan pe thoda you have to even look at the timing part. Okay, right now we are 13th, abhi next week mein what exactly you want to work. So just think about it with a cool mind. Okay, what all things you want to work in the next week. So step by step we are getting more clarity about how we want to progress with our things. And just move it up the order, create some gaps in it so you can further take it through. And guys, sometimes you might not really like putting these efforts, okay? You might be like, nahi, yaar, chhod deta hu and all. But you need to know, as soon as you slow down, your output rate will be slowing down. Okay? So you have to push against your will. Okay, this normal human nature of laziness, stopping will always come. It comes for everyone. You need to override that. You need to get beyond this thing, okay, guys? So, chalo, identify the major ones. ठीक है. So I'm done with the identification. Okay, if you are done, mention a done in the YouTube chat as well, guys. Quickly add a done in the chat. So then we'll move to the next piece. The ideas might not be fully clear right now. Okay, that's okay. Even if the ideas are not fully clear, that is fine. Because on a day-to-day basis, when you think about implementing it, you will get into more detail of these ideas. You will write sub steps of it. It becomes more action oriented. Okay. Okay, right now we have done from Harshali, Dibesh, Akhila. Okay, rest of the members, let's make it quick. Make it quick. Suraj is done. Okay, meanwhile, let me share the screen so that we go to the next step after this one. So it should look something like this, guys. Out of the 15 to 20 ideas, these are the top 4 ideas which you feel is for the next week. Okay, next week. And remaining all the ideas, whatever you have written. So guys, clarity. Yesterday we spoke about this. It's not possible to work on everything together. So don't put tension and pressure in your mind. Okay, already your goal is challenging. Work based upon priorities, your life will be simple. So even though we have a lot of items in our plate, we are not going to work on that. We will not even care about that. Okay, we will just focus for the next coming week. So starting today onwards till 20th or 90th of July, your only focus should be these ideas. Maybe further breaking down these ideas, thinking more about it. Yahan pe focus rakho, and then automatically you will start getting more value out of it. And maybe next week when you go back, then again you have to make a decision. Should you consider from these ideas any pending item, or do you want to add more thing? or maybe something new idea might come from all of that. So what we are doing is we are trying to spend the best possible time that can be actually spent in the next week. Okay, the best time you feel right now, these are the important ideas, you want to work on them, work only on them. Less everything else is less a priority. Don't bother yourself because of that. You have limited time, you have made a smarter decision. You have limited time, you are choosing to work on this. That means everything else is not important right now. Okay, so that's what it is. Make it clean. Now what are you supposed to do, guys? Okay, the next step here is you need to create another page. Okay, so already we are creating it right today itself. Create another page. Okay, let's say the page name is 14th of July. Okay, so we are creating it for tomorrow. So create another page here, add page 14th of July. Do it, guys, parallel. And here you make 3 sections: done, in progress, to do, like this. Add a new page 14th July, make it into 3 sections: done, in progress, to do. Guys, it's required for even working professionals. In fact, it is so much important. Okay, this I'm going to discuss this work in my next team meeting of my entire team. Okay, bhai, I would suggest everybody to work like this, because there are problems happening in the system if people are not really following a few particulars. Okay, so with some of the guys, we are finding the gaps coming up. So just I would like even them to follow this. That's what I'm telling this based upon true experience. I found this very useful for me for more than 5 years now. Okay, and I would highly recommend you to do it. You can put some coloring. So green generally looks like a done. Okay, in progress, you can put it something like maybe orange color. So let's put it here, orange. And to do matlab, it is something like, let's use the color convention of red there. Okay, fine. So we have 3 sections: done, in progress, to do. Okay, next, whatever you have done in your weekly planning session, which you are saying next week you want to work, just simply, okay, cut all of those ideas and add it in the to do section of your 14th July. Now we are organizing our life. You will know what to work on a daily basis, will give you maximum output in your life. So far, without structure, without pattern, you might end up putting so much efforts, not getting value out of your work. Okay, but if you work with a planning and an approach and a strategy, it becomes pretty simple. You always know every single day of your life that I am working on important items which will give me progress and take me closer to your goals. It's a great satisfaction. Okay, so that's very important, guys. So move everything, do it, guys, together. So that is where you move everything to the to-do section here. Okay? So this is what you have to do every single week. That is part of your weekly planning session. So what do? Okay, step number 1. Okay, step number 1, write your goal statement. Step number 2, write 20 ideas which you feel will take you closer to your goals. Okay. Third, identify 3 to 5 important ideas based on Pareto principle. Okay, it is also called as 80-20 rule. We are still saying 3 to 5. Ideally, it will be like 20%. Okay, and 20% of 20 will just be like what? 2 ideas. So yeah, only. So we are still going for a bigger bracket to cover more of it. But yeah, narrowing down your efforts. So identifying important ideas based upon Pareto principle. Next, identifying which ideas you can actually work next week based on your availability. Okay, that's what you have to identify, and then move these ideas into a to-do list of next day. So guys, every weekend, ideally, you should spend like 30 minutes doing this work. Every weekend, 30 minutes, you need to do this work. Okay. Now let me get to our chat and put it here. Okay. It's not allowing me. It's saying okay, बहुत ज़्यादा text. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is what it is. So fine. So this is the rule we applied, and then we have here. Okay, now let me come back on the actual screen. Okay, few things, guys, just understand now. We are left with the next 10 minutes of the session, so we want to make it valuable. Let me straight away get to the point. Dekho, guys. All the successful people of the world, okay, all the successful people, okay, have got to a level where they know what they should do, which will give them results. Nobody is living their life ad hoc. They know what they should do, and then results will come, and then they keep following it for a long time, then results eventually come. This is how successful people know what they do and what will be the output and the value of whatever actions they are performing. This is how they become successful. Nobody does like random all actions and like kuch to ho jayega. It doesn't work based upon luck or like tukke mein chalo, let's apply this and let's see what happens. It doesn't work like that. They know what actions and what outcomes will come, and they are putting efforts like that, and then they think about increasing intensity or decreasing intensity, but the actions are always like that. Okay, now the thing is, majority of the successful people, okay, majority of the successful people are starting their day and following certain morning routine. Now let me tell you why it is important. First of all, there will be a lot happening in your life. Everything is not going to go the way you expect it to, right? So sometimes maybe there will be clashes, maybe with your friends, with your family, some health problems will be coming. A lot of ups and downs are going to happen in your life. Now comes the question, right now you did some goal related activity, and now during the day so much of chaos is happening in your mind. Sometimes people feel lazy, they feel like giving up, depressed, they are unhappy with themselves, with their surroundings. Matlab emotion ka bhandar hai human being. And when so much chaos is there, you need your mind to operate very properly so that you make still the right decisions out of all these things which are happening in your life. And that is the reason people call this morning routine as the golden hour of your day, where they say, ki bhai, reserve that time only to yourself, not even for your family. Okay? People, the great successful people, they are saying, ki bhai, when you start your day, the beginning hours of your day, you reserve it only to yourself, not even for your family. Because you need to get into that zone where you get more capable to deal with your life. And if you fix your life, your family life will automatically be fixed. And that is where, guys, one important thing, I'll tell you one thing what happens, how pressure and stress starts coming up. Let's say something did not go right today, okay, and that added like, you are unhappy, you are like, oh, I have to work more hard, I have to do this, I have to do that. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, okay, first thing, you straight away start working on the same problem. And let's say, what if tomorrow also the problem doesn't get solved? That will add more frustration to you. The next day you will again do it. Nothing but what will happen is, over a period of time, if the problem is not solving, frustration, irritation will start building up, and a point will come, you'll be like, I don't want to do it. That's it. And that's the dead end, basically, if you make that decision. So what great successful people of the world do, every morning before they get started with their day, they reset their mind. A fresh start, a new beginning, where failure of yesterday will not impact tomorrow, where there will be clarity of thought, there will be peace of mind, and then you attack your today to the fullest. That improves their chances of success. Okay, guys, understand. If you get started with just doing what you have been doing today, you do the same thing over a period of time, you will give up, you will stop, you will become lazy. Because successful people are successful because they do things differently than unsuccessful people. We need to understand and apply those principles into our life in order to become successful. Okay? So how exactly these principles will be? So right from tomorrow onwards, okay, as part of career, guys, we are not just going to talk. And guys, dekho, if you want to live with laziness, let me promise you, you will live for next 50 years, 80 years. You will always be worried, okay, how do I grow? How do I become better? But let me tell you, you will never grow and you will never become better because you don't have that heart to take actions against your core desire, which is actually making you lose in your life. You need to have that strength and courage in you to act and do things which makes you uncomfortable, because success doesn't lie in your comfort zone and it is not your choices. Yeah, I don't feel like doing. That's not how success comes. You have to get beyond this zone of your comfort. Today mood nahi hai, today I will not do it, let me just relax down. Success doesn't come like that, my friend. That's how people lose. That's how the world is seeing so many failures every single day of their life. If you want to get beyond that, you need to do the right things. And the right things might make you uncomfortable, but it is the right thing to be done. So it's up to you. What are you going to make your life about 50 years from now? But when you're on your deathbed, don't complain कि अरे यार life ऐसी हो गई वैसी हो गई. You made your life like that. Nobody is supposed to be blamed for that. And don't complain. It's you. It's your 24 hours. Nobody is forcing you for anything. Success is a choice. Greatness, happiness is a choice. Living to the fullest when you are in your career and when you are at your family, living to the fullest is a choice. And that choice needs commitment. It needs dedication. It needs passion. It will not come with ease. It's not easy to become successful. It asks something in return, and that's, are you willing to pay the price for success? And let me tell you, 80% of the people of the world will not be ready to pay it. If you want to be extraordinary, you have to start with a different journey for yourself, which is beyond the society rules, which is beyond the normal average crowd, because the crowd is not going anywhere. If you want to shine, you need to grow to a level beyond this average people. Okay? So that's where right from tomorrow, we will start waking up early. We have already been doing it since long time. But tomorrow, with this career transformation batch 103, I would sincerely request, if you want to succeed, push your limits. Whether you are okay, whether you're not okay, does not matter. The goal is what matters. 50 years later, when you're on your deathbed, there should be a smile on your face. Okay, I lived my life to the fullest. I utilized my time. I was positive. I was pumped. I experimented. Yes, I failed, but I bounced back. I did so many things. And then you will have an empire with yourself. I accomplished this in my life. And there will be a smile on the face and satisfaction in the heart. And your statement will be, even if I get one more chance to live my life, I will not be able to live the way I already did. Life ek baar mili hai. It's only once. There is no second chance. Live it wisely. Okay? So tomorrow morning, I sincerely request you guys to wake up sharp at 6. Join on YouTube. I will be sharing the YouTube link again in our WhatsApp groups. On this channel, you just bookmark this channel. Every day morning, you launch here. There will be a live running. So 6 a.m. we are going to do it. And what we are going to perform, we will discuss more about that in tomorrow's session itself. But 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., we are going to perform the morning routine, some set of habits which the successful people of the world follow to reset their mind. And there are multiple things. First, we will do some quick breathing exercises like pranayams. Okay, we are going to do that activity. Next, we will be taking one level up, okay, where we will be doing some practices like gratitude. Everything is going wrong in your life. Still, how do you develop that intelligence to look at what is right going on in your life? That 5% hope, yes, I can look for that opportunity in all the darkness. That is required. We need to train the mind for that. Next, we are going to introduce affirmations. Next, we are going to introduce this goals related. Dekho guys, talking about goals, writing it once in a while is not going to get there. You need to recap, revise your goals every single day of your life. It has to be the way you think. It has to be closer to your goals. That's where once you merge this goal and desire with your life, then it will become into reality. Not like writing it on paper and looking at it only once. You need to merge your goal with your life. You need to think about it as maximum times as possible through the day. You need to work towards it every single day, daily, weekly. You need to move towards your goal. When that active thinking happens, then you go there. So we will be doing that activity, and then tomorrow we will even do the day planning. So that's the plan of morning 6 to 7 a.m. And yes, that attendance will also be tracked. So tomorrow morning, again, I'll share you the attendance link with a new attendance code. So yes, come in, join in. And for tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will meet both the times, morning 6 to 7 a.m. and evening 9 to 10 p.m. Guys, we are correcting our lifestyle. It's big, it's massive. Don't say I still want to remain into my old life, because guys, that life doesn't have a promising future. If you want to succeed, do what successful people does on a day-to-day basis in their life. Apply those things, model. Painful rahega, but it is possible. Okay, we have like a couple of minutes. Let me quickly share some techniques by which you can wake up early. One, set up multiple backups alarm. 5:45 a.m. के back to back. Every 1 minute पे set up alarms. Okay. 5:45, 5:46, 5:47, 5:48, 5:49, 5:50. Back to back alarm लगाओ एक minute के बाद. Snooze and all is a different story. You set up multiple alarms and they all will snooze at their own time. They will irritate you to wake up. Okay, that's the first step. Today before sleeping, do that. Second number step, guys, apply 5-second rule. What is that? As soon as you get senses, oh, alarm is ringing, I need to wake up, within 5 seconds, just do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as 1 is hit, just wake up from your bed. Guys, let me tell you, you will not feel like getting up. You will feel like 5 minutes more. But thoda sa, guys, apply 5-second rule. Just do the countdown, and as soon as 1 is hit, just wake up from your bed. That's it. Don't listen to your mind and the body, because they will try to be like 5 minute or, and guys, if you allow that buffer, you will go back to the sleep again, and the morning will never, it will always be a dream for you. And guys, let me tell you, morning routines are important. That's where successful people do it, because without that, your life is just going to become chaos. Pressure, tension will start building up on you. Your life will not simplify, it will become complicated. And फिर क्या होगा guys? Depression के लिए tablets के पास भागोगे. Okay, when you are feeling unhappy, you will be like, क्या करे, life is irritating, life is waste, and like, you will not be enjoying your living basically. Okay, so just apply these things. Apply 5-second rule. Wake up as soon as you hear the alarm. Don't give that cushioning buffer for yourself. Next, drink some water, freshen up. 6 a.m. in our WhatsApp groups, you'll find this YouTube link. The same channel, we will be coming live. And then tomorrow 6 to 7, together we are going to perform activities. Okay, so this is what it is from tomorrow, and we are going to do it all throughout the remaining days. So it's a 4-week program. We are into second week, and for tomorrow, from tomorrow, we'll start with this habit all throughout the program. So slowly and steadily, we are going to make this habit a part of life. And that's where tomorrow 9 p.m. session is very important, where we will understand how will these new things which you are understanding will become a habit in your life. So tomorrow's session is about habit installation. Many people start going to gym, start reading books. They might even start doing the system, but they will not be able to stay consistent. So we need to understand, how do you build this into a habit? So tomorrow's session is very important for that. So come join tomorrow 9 p.m. as well, and welcome to a next level of your life. This is what I would like to say. All the very best. Thank you and have a nice day, everybody. See you guys tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. and then tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Love you all. Take care of